McNair, the artist formerly known as Paula Kinney. So welcome tonight. So glad you could join us. If you could put in the comments where you're watching from. And then also, if you have any questions, you can put your questions in the comments. And then at the end, I'm going to answer them. So feel free to ask whatever you want that's design, organizing, decorating related. I'll do my best. And if you think it might be a better fit for you to do a discovery call, you can schedule that on my website at www.loveyournest.biz, B-I-Z. So feel free to schedule a discovery call with me. Like I've said before, we get a lot done in 15 minutes. Sometimes it's just what you need to get stuck out of your rut, or then we move forward to the next step, which might be more help for you if you need it. But sometimes a 15-minute call is a video call, and we can make it happen. So tonight, I want to talk to you about 5 kitchen trends to avoid. I did a TikTok on this subject, and if any of you are familiar with TikTok, then you know that it's 1 minute is the max that you can do on TikTok. Some of my TikTok videos are like 14, 15 seconds, but this one was a minute, and I gave my opinion on the top 5 trends to avoid. So, man, although I got a lot of views, I got a lot of comments, and I got some people a little angry with me. So my plan was to do another video to explain it. So why I said these are the 5 trends to avoid. So this is my video explaining why. So I gave the 5 things that you should avoid. And so now I'm going to tell you why. So before I do that, I want to say that if you're on YouTube, be sure to subscribe to my channel so you'll be notified when I upload new videos. And I'm trying to grow my subscribers. So if you are on there, please, please, please subscribe. And then also, if you are on Facebook or anything like that, and you think some of your friends might want to join in on our conversation we're having today, please feel free to share it. So you can share it, and then other people will see what you're watching. And if they have questions, they can certainly jump on and ask. I do not discriminate between friends. So feel free to share it. So I'll tell you the 5 to avoid, and then I'll go over each one. So one, and not in any particular order to avoid. One of the 5 is white kitchens. Another trend to avoid is laminate flooring. Another to avoid is over-the-range microwaves. Another trend to avoid is glass mosaic backsplashes. And lastly, what was the last one? Granite countertops. So I'm going to tell you why in a minute. So, and before I do that, I want to say that, so my approach when I'm designing the kitchen is to help homeowners get the biggest return on their investment. It is a huge investment when you're designing the kitchen and renovating the kitchen. So I want to make sure that the money that you're putting in, you'll be able to get a return on your investment. Now, that's really only important if you're not going to be in the home long and you plan to resell within the next 5 to 8 years. And I say 5 to 8 because if you push it to 10 years, chances are that when you go to sell your home, your kitchen will be seen as dated or almost dated, and it won't really be relevant what you did. So if you're not planning to move for 10 years or more, just disregard what I'm saying, and you can get purple. You can paint your whole kitchen purple with pink cabinets and green floors. You can do whatever the heck you want to do. But most homeowners are looking to increase their property value when they renovate their kitchen. In most cases, I'll probably say 60% of the cases, they're going to move, or they're planning to buy another home within less than 10 years. So it's about 60% of the clients that I work with. And so then that becomes really important, the return on their investment. And for those who are not moving, we do whatever we want within reason, because I still want them to get longevity out of their kitchen. I don't want them to have, in 3 or 4 years, feel like the kitchen is dated already, because you hate to go through all of that. You hate to spend all of that. And then, you're looking at it like, ooh, it's a little dated. So my approach is always to help you get the most for your return on your investment. And so that's why these 5 trends to avoid are important, because in my opinion and in my expertise, these are things that will date your kitchen and thus decrease your marketability of your home. Now, in terms of home value, that's one thing. In terms, like if the appraiser is coming, he's not looking at these things. However, marketability is what is a potential buyer, how it appeals to potential buyers. And that's really what matters, because the appraiser can say whatever, but if nobody wants to buy it, then it means nothing. So you want to appeal to as many buyers as possible. So these are the things that I have that stand out for me, which I try to avoid when we're renovating the kitchen and we want to get the biggest return on our investment. So number 1, let's talk about laminate floorings. So laminate flooring, it was, has become hugely popular probably in the last 8 to 10 years because it was a great alternative to wood flooring. It was a lot more durable. Now more people we're doing wood in the kitchens, but a lot of people just thought, wood in the kitchens was a no-no. And so here we have laminate flooring. You have dogs, you have cats, you walk and, you get a lot of traffic in your kitchen. It's very durable in terms of like scratch resistance in comparison to wood. It was also very affordable. So that appealed to a lot of homeowners. And also it floats. So that means it can pretty much go over any existing flooring that you have, as long as it's level. So it was very appealing. And, laminate was everywhere. A lot of people hate it now, but it was a great thing. It was, really popular last 8, 10 years. I mean, it still is, but I say to avoid it in the kitchen, because if you spill water on laminate flooring and you don't get it up right away, it's going to like puff up and it can buckle. It's not great for a kitchen. It's just not durable. It's durable in terms of scratching, but if you get some liquid on there, and if you're somebody, it's just you in your home, maybe one other person, and that'll never happen. But if you have children, if you have pets, if a pet happens to have an accident on the laminate flooring, you can forget it. If it sits there, it's going to bubble up and there is nothing you can do about it. There are some cases where you can repair it. It's difficult because they're all locked together. They're like tongue and groove locked together. It's a lot of work to kind of replace any pieces that are damaged. So I say no for laminate flooring. It feels cheap when you walk on it. A lot of people don't like it because you get like a click, 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 click. You don't get the softness and the feel that you get from even engineered wood or real wood flooring. It was just the next best alternative after tile, when everyone was trying to get away from porcelain and ceramic tile, and they wanted a wood look, but they didn't want, the scratch factors that you get from real wood or even engineered. It's gonna scratch. It just is. That's just how it is. So it appealed to a lot of homeowners, but I say stay away from it. We are now currently ripping a lot of it out. People that had it, again, 8 to 10 years ago, they hate it now. They're renovating their kitchen. They did it as a quick fix. It was clean, it was neat, it was durable. But a lot of people come to say they don't like it. It feels cheap, and I think it will decrease the value of your kitchen. So that's why I say stay away from it. A better alternative is luxury vinyl planks. We do a lot of those. It's a lot of them are wood look. You have some really high quality ones that look like wood. You can get 5, 7 inch wide planks. You can't kill it. No water will destroy it. No pets can scratch it. It's a great alternative. So luxury vinyl planks are a new thing that I recommend, especially if you have a porcelain floor that you don't want to rip out, and then there's all levels of LVPs. Again, the ones that are more expensive look more like real wood, and of course the less expensive ones don't look as real, and sometimes people don't care. Plus, when you walk on it, you don't get that click 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 kind of paper cardboardy sound that you get from laminate flooring. So it's a great alternative. So that's like one of the things that we do a lot of is LVPs. A lot more homeowners are going to real wood in the kitchen, especially now with distressed wood, because then it doesn't matter if it gets scratched or a little dinged up. It doesn't have to be perfect. And that's why a lot of people strayed away from real wood, because they didn't want those scratches. But now that the distressed wood is in, it's a great alternative. So the more dings, the better. In fact, the more distressed hardwood floors cost more than the ones that are perfect. So that's another story for another day. So that's not that that's the number one thing that you shouldn't do, but that's one of them. So second, I would say, are glass mosaic tiles. And I will pull up what I'm talking about so you can see it. And hold on, you can see what I'm talking about. So glass mosaic tiles, I say stay away from, because, hold on one second. Because we've been doing them for a long time. And I know, it's kind of a thing where if you didn't have them and it's been something that you always liked, and now you might feel like, ooh, it's my opportunity to get it. But I say stay away from it, because we have been doing it so long. It will date your kitchen. We've been doing those now for like 10, 12 years. It's been going on a while. So I say stay away from glass mosaic tiles. For that reason, it's going to date your kitchen quickly. You want to do a tile. So now my choice for tile, we've done subway to death, We've done it a lot. So I'm not a huge fan of that. Some people want it. So my alternative to, if you want subway tile, it is a classic in a way. However, because we were doing it so much, then it's become symbolic to this period of time that we're in now. So I say stay away from it. If you're going to do a subway tile, I like to do a longer, like a 3x12 subway tile, which is the long, thin, rectangular tile. Then you can install it as a herringbone. I just say don't really install it as a typical subway tile. You can install it as a herringbone. You can do a basket weave pattern. You can do, now we're doing a lot of just straight columns, tile just lying straight up, straight up, straight up. You can do it vertically in a subway pattern. It adds height and length to your kitchen, especially if you're doing it behind it like your range hood. So that is a great alternative. I'm trying to find it. So I say stay away from the glass mosaics. A lot of times you'll see it. It'll look great with certain countertops, and you might say, "Oh, it's the perfect look," but it's gonna certainly date your kitchen. Like we are, like, don't even do it. Like just anything but that. I say white. Do white subway before you do that. So that's why I say avoid that at all costs. So that is the second thing that I think you should avoid. Hold on. I'm trying to find one so we can get a good look. That's not that. Hold on. Okay, I don't have one. Okay, so that's what I mean by, oh, here, I'm going to show you just on my screen, on my iPad, so you can see what I'm talking about. Just so we're clear about what to stay away from. This right here, and any variation of that type of mosaic looking tile, stay away from it. They should start giving it away, in my opinion. Don't even put it in your investment properties. I try to get investors, like, I don't care how cheap it is. Like, stop. Don't do it. Like it needs to be banned, in my opinion. So, but that's just my humble opinion. So the next thing that you should avoid is white kitchens. Whew. Now, I'm trying to tell you, when I try to tell you they came from my head about these white kitchens, like I talked about their mother or something. And I'm like, just calm down, everybody. Again, the thing is, a lot of people are waiting to do their kitchens, or it's one of the things that's on their list of things to do. They haven't gotten there. So they have Pinterest boards and all these ideas about what they want. And then when it's time to do it, they just want to do it and not consider the time frame we're in. White kitchens were, and in a lot of cases, and in a lot of cases are still all the rage. Okay, there's so much glare. Hold on. But you know what it looks like. That's it. Okay, that's better. But all the rage, you know, everybody wanted them. It's clean, it's bright, it just looks so elegant, you know, everybody. So but here's the thing. We've been doing them for a while now. We've been doing them now for the last 5 or 6 years. They've been very popular. And you want to, if we've been doing something for 5 or 6 years, rethink it. Because again, you're going to have your kitchen for about 10 years and you don't want it to look dated in 3 years. So in order to get the longevity you want, this is why I'm recommending staying away from certain trends. Now, if there is a lot of white that you want, you can do that, but you want to add some wood to the white. You want to add maybe another color to the white, but the all stark whites, white countertops, white backsplash, white, you need to add some dimension, some texture, even if it's on your backsplash. If you do, you can do a different color base cabinet, and then do everything up from the base, all white, like your countertop white, your backsplash, and your upper cabinets. Then it's a little more grounded, and it's not so stark, and it's not so thin. It's more now. A lot of people are adding wood. Like I said, they might do a wood hood in the white. They might add a butcher block countertop on the island or some other type of wood to the, definitely doing a lot of wood flooring now. So just try to add some dimension to the white, try to throw in some wood, try to throw in another color somewhere. And it can be a neutral, it doesn't have to be a bright color or like a pop of color, but either some texture to it, some other dimension to it, a metallic to it, if it's brass or stainless, something like that. But the all white, we're done with that. Like, I mean, granted, if you have it, it's probably beautiful and great. But if you're thinking about doing your kitchen, stay away from that. Add some dimension to the white. Bring some other interest to it, so it's just not like a flat white kitchen. So that's my thought on that trend. And again, because we've been doing this for so long, you don't want to continue to do it. So we've been doing it 5 or 6 years. It's been very popular. You're going to have your kitchen for 10 more years. Do you really want to have a 16-year-old kitchen in 10 years, or do you want to have a 10-year-old kitchen? So that's why I say whatever's current now, try to stay away from that. If you want a return on your investment, if you're going to stay there and be there, do whatever the heck you want. The next thing I said to avoid in your kitchen renovation, a trend is microwaves over the range. People came for me for that. So I say that again because as we're moving into newer kitchens, we are moving the microwave. A lot of homeowners don't use a microwave because for health reasons. We don't really want the microwave to be front and center over the range like it was. It's very functional, but now we have this new kitchen. Do I really want to see that? No. So now what are we doing? We are putting the microwave in base cabinets as a built-in or as a microwave drawer. A lot of people are, if they have pantries, they're doing just a tiny microwave inside the pantry. We have fitted pantries with outlets in them so they can just kind of tuck it away. Nobody really wants to see it. Another alternative that people, if they they get rid of the microwave over the range. Then we're doing a lot of steam ovens, steam convection ovens, which are great for reheating, and they're a lot healthier than microwaves. So we're moving away from that. We don't want the microwave to be front and center now. We have this new beautiful kitchen. Don't really want to see it. It's not cute. It's functional, but now we're moving into the aesthetics, and we like the function, but what do we want to focus on? This beautiful backsplash tile that we have. So now we're putting our decorative hoods over the range, and then we can tile the backsplash and feature that. And we can do a really pretty hood or something like that. That's, a lot more attractive and a lot more in line with the new kitchen that you have. So I say, try to figure something else out. If you don't really use a microwave, besides the fact it's huge, it's 30 inches wide. Like, we're not cooking turkeys in our microwave. Don't really need one that large. I say, try to tuck it away somewhere, build it into a base cabinet. I absolutely love microwave drawers. I've been doing my clients have been doing microwave drawers since the first one I did was 2013. So after that, once I found out about them, I was a fan club. Microwave drawer. You want a microwave drawer? Let's get a microwave drawer. So people think it's weird because it's lower, but it's not. It's like if you were opening your drawer for your silverware, it's right there. You sit it right there and you heat it up, and it's great. So I'm a huge fan of microwave drawers. They look good, and it's not front and center. Your microwave is not front and center over your range. So that's why I say don't do it. Do we still do a lot of microwaves over range? Yes, we do. Everybody is not there yet. Again, if you're not, interested in resale and you just want it for function, you don't want to put it anywhere else, or your kitchen is small and you can't put it anywhere else, it's fine. But in best case, we're talking best case scenario, you can do whatever you want. Don't do that. So that's how I feel about that. Next, and lastly, I would say granite countertops. Whew. So people were mad about that. So again, like I said, it's not hard and fast. It's just where we're going to. Granite countertops have become commonplace. Probably, you got them in apartment buildings. You have them everywhere now. Probably for the last 12 years, they've been like, it used to be like a thing that was like not really attainable. But as they gained in popularity, the prices went down. So now everybody, pretty much gets a granite countertops. There's different levels to the granite countertop. So that's what I mean when I say no. If you can do without, or you can do quartz, I recommend quartz. Quartz is going to be the thing that, again, for resale, when someone looks at the home and they see high-end appliances, they want to see quartz countertops. They don't want to see granite countertops in terms of resale. Now, I am a huge fan of granite, exotic granite that when you look at it, you just can't believe it came from nature. It's standout piece for maybe an island, that kind of thing. So I'm not anti-granite. I'm just saying, when we're looking ahead, when we're trying to be forward thinking about planning your kitchen, I say go quartz. Unless there's a color, a better color in granite that you like, that's fine, but it definitely needs to be a more exotic granite and not the one that's very uniform in pattern that you see in every, commercial bathroom, every restaurant. Like, you don't want that. So granite is very economical, but it's not the thing that's going to take your kitchen up a few notches. And we always want to go up a few notches. And if you can, go with something that's a little more exotic. When I say exotic, no two pieces look alike. You might have a huge vein in it. It might have just, different, it varies all over. When you look at the slab, and typically what we do is, it's exotic. We determine what piece we want where. We want this certain part that has whatever look over here. We want that in the island. We want this over in the corner. So you get to do all of that. So it almost looks different. It takes different moods around your kitchen because it's so exotic and it's so different. It's, so I say go with quartz. It's durable. It's not porous. It's easy to care for. You can't kill it. Like, it's where we're going. We're also porcelain. I'm in Ohio. We're far from porcelain. A lot of the coast, they're doing more porcelain. That's a whole nother subject, but that's even the next level. which I'll probably next year start recommending that to my clients, because again, I want them to be forward thinking. I want them to be ahead of the curve, and in terms of what finishes we're using in their kitchen. I want them to be 5 years ahead of where we're going. And again, in Ohio, we're always behind. So that's why I try to, let's go quartz. Like I said, next year, we don't have a lot of fabricators in the Cleveland area for porcelain. So that's one reason I don't really push it. It's anything else, concrete, anything, but the typical granite. So those are the 5 things that I think trends you should avoid. Again, nobody's going to come arrest you if you use them, but there are going to be the things that I think will decrease your value and the longevity of your kitchen if you choose those things. It's going to date your kitchen faster, so you want to be ahead of the game. But that's it. That's my 2 cents. What I have to say. And like I said, if you have any questions, you can feel free. I don't have any questions right now, but feel free to go to my website, loveyournest.biz. You can schedule a 15-minute complimentary discovery call. If you have some challenges, I'd love to get on a call with you and help you out with those. And if you need to go further, then we can do that. But if that's all you need, then that's fine too. It's 15 minutes. I don't mind doing those. So actually, I enjoy them. So feel free to reach out and let me know. Oh, and then I have my little apple wine. And I put some blueberries in it. So it's quite tasty. So everything. You see me with some wine, it's really sweet. It's like spike punch close to that. So that's usually what I go for. But thank you for joining me on Wine and Design. And I look forward to seeing you next week. And again, don't hesitate to come on and ask me questions, or again, like I said, reach out privately, and I'll do my best to help you. So I hope you all have a great night, and cheers. I'll see you next week. I'll see you next Thursday. Have a great weekend, and we're going to warm up in most places, so I'm excited about that. So it's like 38 degrees today. It's raining, so don't this cold weather. So have a great weekend. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you next Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern time. Tell a friend, share, like, comment, all of that. Okay, so talk to you soon. Bye.